All right, good late afternoon, everybody. Hello, this is Blue Donald here, 1989 here once again. And now it is time to reveal the actor who made it to number 177. And the actor who made it to number 177 is Samuel L. Jackson. As you all do remember, he plays Mace Windu on Star Wars, Episode 1, 2, and 3. And as you see here, I have 30. This is the superstar who I have the most of out of any of the superstars in my game. As you see here, I only have 29, but I actually have 30 of his movies. One of them is missed right now, and that is The Spirit with him and Scarlett Johansson. But right now I only have 29, so that's okay. Anyways, these movies go up. These movies are in year order. They go from, I believe, 1989, I believe, to 2013. So let's get started. And I'm sorry I didn't use my. As you noticed, I'm not using my coffee table because there are so many of these movies. It's gonna take a long while to put them on. It would not fit on the table. So I have to use the floor. So anyways, let's get started. First movie up you see here is a movie that I have. This is the oldest movie I have of him. This is Jungle Fever, starring Wesley Snipes, who played Blade, and Samuel L. Jackson. Next up is another one. Next up, we have a movie starring Harrison Ford in the Patrol Games. Coming next up here, we have a movie that's been made by National Lampoons, and this is Loaded Weapons, number 1. Right next to it is a movie that is my favorite movie of all times, as you already know from my previous video of 3 different versions of Jurassic Park. This is Jurassic Park. And next up, we have a movie. We have a movie with the entire cast of superstars, starring like Val Kilmer and Gary Oldman and Brad Pitt and Christopher Walken, and also Samuel Jackson. This movie is True Romance. Next up is one of my movies of my most famous movies of Samuel L. Jackson. Sorry, I messed up my words there. This is Pulp Fiction, starring John Travolta, Uma Thurman, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson. And at the end of the corner here, we have a movie with Samuel L. Jackson, who he was in a movie with another movie, one of Bruce Willis's movies. This is Die Hard with a Vengeance. Moving down to the second row here, we have a movie starring Sandra Bullock, Matthew McConaughey, and Kevin Spacey, and Samuel L. Jackson. This is A Time to Kill. Next up, we have another movie that's also one of a good favorite. This is a Quentin Tarantino movie. This one stars, Michael Keaton, Robert De Niro, and Samuel L. Jackson. This is Jackie Brown. Here's another movie, and this is the next movie right after that. This is a movie with Sharon Stone and Dustin Hoffman, and also Samuel L. Jackson. This is Spear. Spear. I can't pronounce. I'm sorry. And next up, as you all know, this is one of my most favorite movies, but not out of the Star Wars series. This is Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. Next up is a movie from 1999, I believe, yes. This is starring a movie with LL Cool J. This is Deep Blue Sea. Right next to it, we have a movie with him starring Samuel L. Jackson and Tommy Lee Jones. This is Rules of Engagement. And at the end of the second row corner, this is the movie Shaft. Starting in the third row here, this is one of my most other favorite movies of Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. This is Unstoppable. Or Unbreakable, I'm sorry. Next up, we have another movie that's a really good drama movie for Samuel L. Jackson. This is with Ben Affleck as well. This is Changing Lanes. And next up, we have the sequel to Star Wars Episode 1. This is Star Wars Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. And this is my most favorite Star Wars movie with Samuel L. Jackson in it. Next up is another good movie of Samuel L. Jackson. This is stars Mila Jovovich. This is No Good Deed. And right next to it, we have a movie with John Travolta and Samuel L. Jackson. This movie is Basic. Next up is another good movie of Samuel L. Jackson. This movie is SWAT. Also featuring with Colin Farrell and LL Cool J. Next up is another one of my favorites of Pixar and Samuel L. Jackson. This is the Incredibles. Going down to the last row, this is my most favorite Star Wars movie of all times. This is Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. And next up is another one of my most favorite movies of Samuel L. Jackson. This is Snakes on a Plane. And as I know, my favorite line is the line which I cannot say, which everybody, I think, would be obviously to know. Obviously no, sorry. Next up is another good drama movie. This is Black Snake Moan. And next up is right there, we also have another good movie with Jessica Biel and Samuel L. Jackson. This is Home of the Brave. Next up is the movie which I do like indeed as well, but a little rocky, but it's okay. It's Jumper. Next up is the movie I have is another good movie of mine that I will always treasure is Iron Man 2. And then right next to that is the movie who is also part of my top 100 favorite movies of all time is The Avengers. And last but not least, at the very bottom of the corner, we have a 2013 movie of Turbo. So, there you have it, folks. That's all my 29 movies that I have of Samuel L. Jackson. As I said before, this is the only actor who I have the most movies of. And just like I told you, there was 30 of these, but there's only 29, as I'm going to say again. The last movie that has been missed right now is The Spirit, but I am planning on. I did look through my movies twice in a row, but I do not have it, so I'm gonna have to replace it. So after I am done watching all of these movies in order, we will reveal the next actor who will be number 176. Until then, and if you think Samuel L. Jackson is the perfect place to be put into number 177, put a feedback on my write some quotes on if you like it or not, or where do you think Samuel L. Jackson should be where you think he should be. And I'll see you next for the next person to be eliminated.